might be live. Just wait and see whether anybody is going to join us. Oh, see, there we are. Just see like a couple of lemons now. Right. Oh, Jane's said she's ready. Oh, look, so we've got somebody watching us. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
We'll just wait for a few more people, otherwise it's just us talking ridiculously to ourselves. It's a bit weird watching that one on there. Oh, hold on, we may have another one. Let's just see. Oh, we've got 2 viewers according to this one. I can't see. I have no idea what I'm doing. At the minute it's just us sitting in our living room, people watching us. Hold on. Are we having tea and cake? Well, we are. We've only got 1 person watching at the minute, so, and I think that's still Jane. I really don't know how this is going to work, if it's going to work. Although I'm guessing Reg is probably there as well, so that's probably 2 people. We've got 2 people watching now, so well, shall we start, just in case anybody wants to join in afterwards? Afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. We're doing all right, or at least I think we are at the minute. Apart from feeling a bit silly sitting here in our living room talking to people that we don't know whether they're there or not. Got our drinks. I got my cup of coffee, or my mug of coffee. Mum's got her brew, and we've got a little tray of cakes. We're not going to eat all this cake between us. Well, I don't know. We might do. And just to make it nice and spring-like, you can't see that in there, but we've got a little bunch of flowers going on as well, and we've got a tablecloth on. We've tried to do everything as properly as possible. So, for those of you that haven't been to our company and cake, shame on you, where have you been? But basically it's just an opportunity once a month in an afternoon for people to come along to the old bakery and have a bit of company. We have cake and we have tea and coffee, and we normally have jigsaw puzzles, dominoes, the beetle game, which is always quite popular. And it's just an opportunity for people that may be on their own just to have a bit of company and a bit of change of scenery for the afternoon. Obviously we can't do that at the minute, so we've attempted this really stupid, crazy idea of doing it via Facebook Live. So you can see us sitting here like a couple of lemons. We can't obviously see you, but it'd be nice to know if you're there. I can see from the screen we've got, it was 7, but it's now dropped down to 5, now dropped down to 4. We're obviously doing really terribly. Viewers, just comment on the bottom of the video, or put a like or a thumbs up or a love heart or something. Yay, thank you. So we know actually we're not just sitting here talking to ourselves like a couple of planks. So obviously it's a bit of a weird time that we're in at the minute. It's difficult for people. We're quite lucky, I guess, in the fact that we live together, so we've still got sort of the same life as we had before, obviously without having to go to work. A lot of people are with social distancing on their own, so this was kind of what we thought we'd do here. It's been a bit of a novelty not having to go to work. think the novelty's wearing off a little bit now, but so we've been doing some gardening. When the weather was better last week, we did some gardening. There's still a lot more to do. For 2 people that are involved in Chatteris in Bloom, our garden is terrible. Really, isn't it?
It is.
But then it's because we spend so much time doing Chatteris in Bloom, really, that our own garden gets neglected. But maybe by the end of this lockdown period, we'll have a show garden that will be envy of the RHS or something like that. I doubt it, but you never know. We've also done some spring cleaning in the house. All the jobs that sort of get neglected on a normal day-to-day basis when you're working. I've done quite a bit of my photography. I've enjoyed getting out in the garden and doing stuff out there. I put some seeds and nuts out, and I've been watching all the birds come, and that's been quite good. Plus I've been trying out some arty bits in my light box. What else have we been doing? Eating. I've been doing a lot of eating. Probably by the time this lockdown's over, I'm going to be fat and huge. Oh look, we've got a comment. Hi Jeff, thanks for joining us. You're having your lunch and a mug of coffee. Good. Let us know what you're having. I want to know what everyone's drinking and what cake they've got or what food they've got. So thanks for that, Jeff. Nice to know that we're not actually sitting here talking to ourselves completely. Mum's digging into the cake already. You only had your dinner an hour ago.
You've got to get with it.
Which brings me back to the fact that we've been eating a lot since we've been off. I think we're going to be, well, me in particular, I'm going to be fat by the end of this lockdown period. Because I haven't been walking as much either, so that's not great. I did a little bit of walking on Saturday, went out for a walk, and I did a little bit of walk this morning. I did a good deed today. I went and got some shopping for Mum, and I called in with some friends of ours who are shielding, and I picked some bits up for them as well, so I took them down. If there is anybody that's on their own or at a loss and they need some bits of shopping or they need something collecting, just ping us a Facebook message. I'm quite happy to go and fetch stuff for people if it's needed. Jeff's saying he's got a wafer thin chicken sandwiches. That's very healthy. I had bacon and fried egg sandwich for my lunch, so that's good. So nobody else is commenting at the minute, so do let us know that you're there and that you're paying attention, and what cake you've got, because if you're not having cake, it's sort of defeating the object of company and cake. Are you on your second bit already?
No, first bit.
I thought there were 3 bits of that, that's all.
Who's counting?
Oh, no one. It was just an observation.
You think I'm going to have more than you?
Well, yes. Oh, Reg. Hi, Reg. Thanks for joining us. Father Christmas Reg. Actually, being you two are watching, I'd just like to mention Reg and Jane, that they've got a very special anniversary. I don't know if it's past or whether it's imminent, and because of everything that's going on, they're missing out on their special party that they were going to have. All the family and all their friends, they were going to have a party for their wedding anniversary, and that's obviously going to be postponed now. So happy anniversary to you both. Anyway, I can't remember when it is, which is terrible. And I'm sure when this is all over, you can have a massive double knees up. So congratulations to you both anyway for that. You're going to have to talk now because I'm running out of things to say.
I don't know what to say. I've worked myself to a frazzle. Cleaned all my silver, cleaned all my brass, washed all my 60 odd paperweights, and my plates that I've got on the wall. I've washed all them, and I've been on the garden, and I've put my tomatoes plants in and some 4 trays of seeds, and I'm trying my hand at butternut squash. Put some seeds in for that.
What will probably happen is you'll have all these things on the go in the greenhouse, and then we'll get back to work and they'll all just end up...
No, they won't.
Like they normally do.
No, they won't. I didn't waste all that time and energy and compost for nothing.
No, this is true.
When I get my garden round, I'll be all right.
Wow. Looking at it.
It's just me runner beans that I haven't got yet.
Well, we're going to have to do them, aren't we? Right, so who else is here then? Apparently we've got 5 people watching, but apart from those of you that have commented, I don't know who you are. So give us a wave, say hello, write something in the comments. Let us know what you've got. Let us know what cake you've got, what you're drinking. We want to know what you've been up to while you've been locked down. How do we connect? You're already connected, Anne, I think. Afternoon, nice of you to join us. This is about as good as it gets. We can't see you, you can only see us. So this is it. You just watch us waffling away, and the way you communicate is by messaging. So it's not ideal, but who knows, by next month we could have worked out what do you call it, like video conferencing, so we can all talk all together. Jane's planted some seeds as well. That's good. What have you planted, Jane? Would be interesting to know that. Nobody else seems to be having cake. We're the only fat ones having cake by the looks of it. Although I haven't had any yet. I'm pacing myself. I can't see who else is watching. How is that, like Native American greeting, or I don't know. Anne seems confused. Are you confused, Anne? Because I'm confused. You're obviously watching us because you're commenting. It's your golden wedding anniversary on Saturday, Jane. Happy anniversary for that. It's a... Oh, and Jan has tea and cakes. What's app and phone each other? We can talk. Well, that's a bit technical, Anne, using that. I'm thinking about maybe for company and cake next month, we might try and do something a bit more technical whereby we can all see each other and all connect. This was a bit of a, we'll see how it goes. We didn't even know if anybody was going to watch, to be honest. We thought it might just be us sitting here talking to my phone for half an hour or whatever. The fact that actually there's a few of you there is successful, and the fact that you can see us and hear us. So we might try something a bit more technical for next month, but bearing in mind that not everybody is technically minded, so it might be difficult to do. Anne and Jan have got cake, but Anne and Jan always have cake. If you see their Facebook, they literally always have cake. They work in the garden, and then they go into the, it used to be called a summer house, but I think you've changed it now, changed the name of it, and then they have tea and cake, and they just gloat to everyone that looks on the Facebook. But anyway, thank you both for joining us, and welcome. We want to know what you've all been doing while you've been locked down. Obviously, Anne and Jan, I know you've been doing your garden, or doing Jan's garden, because I've seen your fabulous pictures, and we do get a bit of garden envy, to be honest, don't we?
We do.
I mean, when we go out and we look at ours, and then we see on Facebook what you're doing, it's like, got a bit of a way to go yet. In fact, I did say to Anne the other day that if they wanted to come a little bit further up Fairway, they're quite welcome to do that when you've done their Japanese tea house. That's it. It used to be summer house, now it's Japanese tea house, because they're posh. They're posh down Fairview, you know. Right, so who else is watching? I know somebody did say the Gables were going to try and pop in. I'm guessing they haven't managed to do it yet because we haven't got anything on there from Lorna, but then they may be having technical difficulties. Oh, there's a few thumbs up, so people are there. We just don't know. Oh, they're posh in the Tibbetts household. Look, Madeleines. Jane has made Madeleines. Gosh.
Sure, it's ages since we did them.
They're the ones that really, really light sponge that are shaped like seashells, aren't they? Popley.
No, they're like pyramids, and they're rolled in jam and then toasted coconut.
Madeleines. Nobody's a king if you are coming here for cake. We've got a few more viewers now. This is good. Somebody correct us on what madeleines are. Jane, you've made them. What exactly have you made? I was thinking madeleines were the ones that are shaped like a shell, but now you've said it. Now you've said it. They're the ones that are jam and coconut. We did them once. They're really nice. Okay.
I did them once.
Oh yeah, but we did them at the bakery for a while there. But it was really messy and fiddly, and I got covered in jam. Yes, you've got it right. They're the jammy, coconutty ones.
I do know my cake. I don't just eat it.
Oh, well, I just eat it,
yes.
Generally. Well, no, I do make a few at the bakery, obviously. Well, I do, not a few. I make several, but it's a long time since we've done a lot of cakes at the bakery now, so as long since we've done anything, to be honest. Yes, it's yeah, with the lockdown, although even prior to that, oh, Leslie's joined us now. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, everyone's telling me that I was wrong now, you see. So what are the ones that are shaped like seashells?
Viennese.
No, they're not. They're cakey, spongy things, and they're like shaped like seashells. Somebody must know what I'm talking about. Don't let me sit here waffling on when I'm supposed to be a professional caterer. There's a sponge type thing, and they're shaped like a seashell.
No idea.
Oh, somebody's going to have to look it up, Google it or something, because that's going to annoy me now. In fact, I might try Googling it myself. Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Oh no, that's just random. They're like proper sea things. Let's put cakes in there. Oh, Anne's put French madeleines.
That was seashells further up.
Oh, so no, they are called madeleines. French seashells. See, I was right as well. And Anne made that right as well, yeah. French sponge cakes, seashell cakes. Yeah, they're called madeleines as well.
All right, beg your pardon.
Thank you, Google. Thank you, Anne. Oh, Mike's Googling in it as well, but we've sorted it now, Leslie, thank you. We were all right in that regard. I thought they were called madeleines, but yeah, obviously mine was the continental version, being more sophisticated.
No.
Sophisticated. So anyway, what are you all doing? Obviously you're sitting here listening to us waffling on at the minute, but what have you been doing? We've told you what we've been doing. I went for a walk on Saturday and the town is really eerily quiet. Was that mother apologising? Not really. Yes, everyone is very British, Jane. I think that's the thing. We're all very, very stoically stiff upper lip. We're just going to carry on. Put the kettle on, love. We're just going to carry on. And yeah, the town is really, really quiet. So it's very eerie. Oh, people are finally now starting to tell us what they've been doing. Leslie's making a Thai curry. Jeff's expanding his photography stuff. If you've got any queries with your photography, Jeff, just get on over to a bit of advertising here. Get on over to the F Stop Camera Club page and ask people on there, because everyone will be really helpful if you need some help on there. Anne's playing Wiggly Worm. I don't know whether you just want to keep that to yourself, Anne. I mean, I don't know what that is, but that sounds weird. Harriet, hello Harriet, nice to you to join us. You're on your lunch break. Bacon brie paninis. Oh yeah, they're. Oh, I quite miss doing paninis because they always make me feel hungry. And they are really popular, the bacon and brie ones. So, and you've said this is a really good idea. Thank you for that. We just thought we'd try something just to connect with our customers, being we can't be there in person. we had no idea how this was going to go, whether it was going to work, whether we were going to make complete idiots of ourselves. We may still be making idiots of ourselves, but at least we're entertaining you in the process. Hi Joe, long time no see. Thank you. Yeah, see, we're both right with the Madeline thing. The ones I said were French, the ones you were describing were English. So yes, everybody was right in the end. I've got quite a few. Oh, with the wiggly worm thing, that's because they're playing with a 5-year-old. So you got Oakley round to. He's probably looking after you guys, to be honest. So we've quite a few people on now, quite a few watching, quite a few sharing what they're doing, which is good. If you've just joined us, welcome. This is our Facebook Live version of our normal monthly company and cake. We've got the brew on. You are proper scoffing the cake. We've got the cake here, which if I don't soon have some, I'm not going to get a chance. We're just sharing the company with you. It's all a bit one way at the minute. We're only conversation we can get from you is by what you type in. So please keep throwing up some comments. Otherwise, we keep running out of things to say. I'm going to have a bit of cake now before I lose chance. And you can say something. Or not.
Oh, I'm just bored. Simply climbing the walls, not being able to get out. And I miss everybody at the tea room. All the
Not everybody.
well, no, there's a couple that I wouldn't miss, but other than that, the rest of them are fine.
Hi, Rachel. Ooh, it's making a mess now.
Yes, I'd be glad to get back really, but when that'll be is another thing.
I think we're looking at least June before anything happens.
Oh, don't say that.
Are you knitting? And Anne's asked if you're knitting.
No, I was going to sort some wool out today, but I haven't got round to it yet.
Afternoon, Susan.
I just fancy, either some knitting or crocheting just to keep me sane.
Keep you sane?
Well, stop me
I'm
from...
not sure if you were sane in the first place, but...
Well, that's beside the point.
Oakley's waving at us. Hi, Oakley!
Hi, Oakley.
I hope you're winning at Wiggly Worm. Are you beating Nanny? I've got a bit of walnut in my tooth now. Right, so we've reached double viewing figures. I didn't actually think we were going to manage that, so that's quite good. We've got, according to that, we've got 10 people watching us. So that's 10 other people in chat with now that knows we're complete idiots. He says yes.
Who?
Oakley. I'm guessing he's winning Nanny.
Oh, right.
And Auntie Anne.
Oh, yeah.
And he waved back at us. Bless him.
Bless.
You're probably thinking, what a couple of lemons. So, what else is everyone doing? Is anybody, who haven't we heard from yet? I can't see who all the people there. I saw
Jan and Mick.
I saw Alan popped in briefly. I saw his picture pop up on my screen over there. I don't know who everyone's profiles pictures are, so I'm not sure who some of you are. I don't know if I can get a list of names. Oh, if I press that, that does that. I'm going to have to turn the volume down on that because that's going to... Oh, that picture. Oh, that's Jan's picture. That's why that's... So, ooh, what have I done now? Don't know. So, who else have we got here who hasn't spoken to us yet? I think everyone's said hello, which is good. Reg, our garden is looking better than usual at this time of year. It's difficult to remain positive. We're fortunate that one of our sons lives locally and our daughter-in-law has been doing some shopping for us. That's good. That's good. I think everyone's gardens are going to be better than they normally are. Ours definitely will be, and it's good that you've got somebody local. As I said earlier on, anybody missed it, I did my good deed today, getting some bits in for a local couple just down the road from us who are shielding. If there is anybody that needs anything, that needs perhaps a prescription or something fetching from town or shopping, just ping us a Facebook message. I'm quite happy to go out and get stuff. It's not like I have anything else to do at the minute. So just ping us a message. I'm quite happy to help out anybody. Maybe I could do a live cooking lessons. I could do. The trouble is, the kitchen at the bakery is better for stuff like that because it's bigger and I've got all my equipment I need there and it's lighter. But the trouble is, at the bakery, I don't have the internet to do a live video. So at this moment in time, it's not that practical. Our oven here at home is a bit rubbish. So it would probably not be the most professional looking cooking lesson. So we might take that one under advisement, but we might have to work on that one. What else have we got on here? Now I feel really self-conscious. Because even though all these people are here watching us on the screen, now my brother's come and stood in the doorway. Now I feel like a real lemon. So, good. Right, so we've got several people watching still. We haven't lost anybody. Now he's gone. I think he's in a bit of a... I think I offended him. Right. We're doing amazing. I'm running out of things to say, actually, Susan, but thank you for your very kind words. You haven't said an awful lot at all.
Well, I can't get a word in edgeways.
Thanks very much. Oh, go on then. Off you go.
I'll leave that to you. You've got all the say.
How's his hip? He's doing very well, actually. For those that you don't know, Anne's just said a comment about how's his hip. My brother had a hip replacement just before Christmas. He's only in his mid-40s, so it was a unusual thing for them to do, but it's because it needed doing. But he went back to work and he's back to normal now. Really, he's doesn't, as far as we're aware, he doesn't have any problems with it. So yeah, he's doing fine, thank you. He's bionic.
He's back at work, but he's off this week because he's got a holiday due to him.
Yeah, he is still at work, even though we've got this lockdown on, because he's classed as a key worker, because he works in a laboratory doing pharmaceutical and food testing. So he's classed as a key worker. But he's actually not at work this week because he's got a holiday due that he had to take before the end of the year, which obviously is March into April. So yeah, that's why he's here, looking at us being a couple of planks live on the internet. Mum says hi. Hi, Auntie Hazel.
Hi.
Oh dear, I don't know what people are going to make of all this, really. I'm sure, but so mostly we've got several thumbs up. So people have obviously enjoyed it thus far, even though it's a load of old waffle. And you've eaten all of the cake.
No, I haven't. I've left you one bit.
Although, to be honest, I had 2 scones after my lunch, so I couldn't really manage another bit of cake at the minute. We just got some more likes come up on there. If you've just joined us, afternoon, send us a message so we know that you're there. Tell us what you're drinking, tell us what cake you've got, tell us what you've been up to. Otherwise it's a bit of a one-way conversation. We need some interaction both ways. Possibly next month, if we decide to do this again, we'll set up a system whereby we can have it multi-way, so you can record yourselves and we can all talk together rather than just me talking or us talking to my phone screen and you typing messages back to us. I don't know why I always do that when I say the word typing. Does anybody else do that? Do you do that?
I don't type.
But when you say the word typing, I had to really stop myself and do it. When you say, oh yeah, I'm going to type them a message, I always do that as if to say the person's not going to understand what I mean by typing unless I actually do the, fingers for it.
Yeah, well.
Like when people say to you, oh, give us a ring, and they go, give us a ring. Well, I have to do that to show that it's a telephone so that they don't think I mean like a ring. Or is that just me?
Yeah,
Is
just
that just
you.
me?
Yeah, just you.
I don't know. So I very often do that when I'm saying a word, and I will do a hand gesture with it, just so that people don't misinterpret what I'm saying.
Well, my mother used to say about my sister, if she had her hands cut off, she couldn't talk.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that, to be honest, because I know sometimes when I did a talk for, I think it was the In Bloom thank you tea, and afterwards Leon said to me something about waving your hands about, and I do this a lot. So it's just me. Thanks for that, Anne. It is very useful for the hard of hearing, Jane. Yeah, I started it last February and I haven't got very far with it, but I am actually learning British Sign Language. Afternoon, Ursula. Yeah, half an hour late, but get the kettle on, get the cake out. We've eaten half of ours. If you have just joined us, where have you been for the last half hour? You've missed some cracking conversation. This is our version of the monthly company and cake from the old bakery, where we have an afternoon where people can come along, and normally we do jigsaws and play Beetle. Beetle's always popular, isn't it? But they fight over the Beetle game, and dominoes, and we have tea and cake and everything. And this is the next best thing that we could come up with for this month, really. It's not ideal, but under the current circumstances, it's about the best we can do, I think. So I'm just going to swivel that ever so slightly. There we are, because it was a bit off centre and it was annoying me. Ursula loves our blanket. I'm guessing you mean the lovely crocheted effort behind us here on the back of the settee. That blanket is probably older than I am, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's quite an old blanket, crocheted squares. It's very warm. I remember I had it on my bed for a while when I was younger, and when it was cold, you had it on your bed, didn't you? It is very warm and very lovely. And it's on the settee now, because sometimes of an evening, Mum feels a bit of a chill, and so thank you for that. Who else have we got on here? Yeah, they're not very quick in coming forward, are they? We want to know, Ursula, what cuppa you've got and what cake you've got and what you've been up to while you've been off. And hello to Keith, obviously. Hopefully you haven't murdered him yet. Am I allowed to say that? This is where I find out that she's not watching anymore and I've just made a complete idiot of myself. So, yes.
That's what I could do while we're off.
What?
Do a blanket for Ursula.
I can't smell your curry, Leslie. No, not at the moment. No cuppa. Come on, Ursula, get the kettle on. I've nearly drunk mine now. In fact, that is mine all gone. Oakley said send you a flower. Oh, thank you, Oakley. These are our flowers that we've got here that we thought we'd have on the table, even though nobody can see them. It just made us feel like we were doing something special rather than sitting at our table talking. They smell really nice, actually, don't they?
Mm.
Which is quite unusual, because sometimes daffodils like that. They don't always smell, but
Mm.
these, I really love these, because I don't know if you can see. This is a little weeny teeny tiny one. That's a cheerfulness. Is that called cheerfulness?
No, they're called tete-a-tete.
Tete-a-tete, that's it. And this one, three little ones. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Yes, you've got yourself a job. Ursula would love a blanket, so you best get your crocheting hooks out.
Right.
Keith's feeding his mices. I figured he might be. It's probably hi Angela, cousin Angela. She's just joined us.
Oh.
You're enjoying our chat. I'm glad somebody is, because I do feel like a bit of a plank sitting here waffling on. Let us know what you've got in the way of a brew and what cake you've got. What's the best and worst bits of having the bakery and funny stories? Oh gosh.
We could write a book.
Oh, how long have you got? The best bits, we've made some really, really, really lovely friends. Met some really lovely people and got to know them, and people that we now consider our friends. That's been one of the best bits. One of the worst bits is really hard work. It is essentially working 7 days a week, and it is really hard. And like the beginning of this year, it's been really quiet, and then it's a concern because obviously we've got Michelle working for us, and it's difficult. Then, you know, when other people are relying on their wages and stuff and trying to come up with new things. So there's those difficult bits. Funny stories. Oh. Are they broadcastable?
Well, some of them are. Like the old lady who said about the plant up the corner. The wisteria.
Oh yeah, the wisteria.
She said, oh, my son's got one of them, but it's not in flower yet. And then 2 weeks later she come and she said, I'm sorry to tell you, my love, but should I think that plant's dying? I said, he'll have a job, it's plastic.
There was the time as well when you were talking to a lady outside, and you asked her when she was expecting. And it turned out she wasn't expecting, she was just fat.
Yeah, but she took it well.
She did take it well.
She took it very well.
And then there was the old lady who's no longer with us now, who she hadn't really got a filter between what came into her head and what came out of her mouth. And she used to think nothing of coming in of a lunchtime and sitting with complete strangers and telling them about the problems with her bowel movements. Yes, there's been quite a lot of funny stories. Remembering some of them now would be impossible, but yeah, we could literally write a book.
We'd have to change the names.
Yeah, change the names to protect the innocent. But yeah, there's been so many, a lot of highs and a lot of lows, to be honest. One of the highs really was when we'd been open 5 years, wasn't it?
Mm.
And Ursula said that's the sort of thing that she'd say. So you're not alone with that one.
Well,
Afternoon, Diane, with telling somebody he thought she was pregnant when she wasn't. She was just fat.
Right.
Yeah, when we were been open 5 years, we were invited to the Houses of Parliament by Steve Barclay, who'd only just been newly elected as the MP for North East Cambridgeshire back in 2010. And he took us all around on a personalised tour all around the Houses of Parliament. Just us two. Took us in places that weren't generally open to the public, that were just, you know, for our own personal viewing. And then we had champagne afternoon tea in the Pugin room. So that was a real highlight for us when we'd not been open long.
We'd been open 5 years, and he used to come in.
Yeah, I know that. I said it. We'd been open 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah, he came in as a normal customer. We had no idea who he was. He was just we treat him the same as we treat a lot of people. Just chat to them, and you know, ask him about things. And he was living in Chatteris at the time, and it was we'd known him several years before he said that he was hoping to stand for the Malcolm Moss seat. Hi Diane, with your blue hair. And so yeah, we've always got on very well with him. I know that's quite controversial because not everybody's got the feelings about their local politicians, but we speak as we find, and we've always got on well with him on a personal level. In particular, he's always been very helpful and very friendly to us. So, what have you got then, Diane? We want to know what brew you've got, what cake you've got. Leslie thinks you're funny. Yeah, you would remember us opening, Di, because you and Heather were some of our first customers, I think. I remember you asking us about, did we do vegetarian sausage rolls? I think you came to our first ever dinner evening. And you were quite regular right up until you sort of moved to March. And even then, you still came sort of, on and off quite regularly. So yeah, we've known you quite a long time. And that was one of those instances even where we got to know people and became friends with people just through the bakery. So yeah, there's quite a few people really that's been the case with, isn't it? Over the years. Some that are no longer with us now, probably. We have lost in the come June it'll be 15 years, and in that time we've seen so many people come and go, really, haven't we? It's quite what's the word I'm looking for? Quite daunting, really, when you think back about people that we had early on that we haven't got anymore, that have either moved away or passed away. Oh, get you, look. M&S shortbread. These are not just any shortbread biscuits. These are M&S chocolate chip shortbread biscuits. And a coffee. Yeah, I had coffee. I've drunk so much tea these last 2 weeks. I've actually gone off it a little bit. So normally I'd drink tea in the afternoon, but I fancied a coffee today. But decaf coffee because I can only drink decaf. And we had walnut cake and cherry Madeira, which was yummy. Should we tell them that we didn't make it?
I think they can tell by looking at it.
Well, yeah, but they couldn't probably see it that close up from over there. It probably looked like a nice homemade bit of cake. Part of the problem we had, all the idiots went out panic buying, and trying to get flour now is nigh on impossible. So we did cheat, and I did buy this cake from Tesco's on Monday. There, I've said it now. The shame of it, honestly. There's Jane eating her homemade Madeleines. Oh, we've got another comment here. We love your gourmet evenings. You're such a major chef. Oh, thank you, Di. That's I do miss doing my dinner evenings. Last one was last October. We haven't done one since then. Partly because I'm on my own in the kitchen now, and it is quite difficult to try and organise everything. Although I was on my own in the kitchen when we started them, essentially. Although I did still have Hazel then, but she didn't do the same amount of work that Amma did. But yeah, so we will have to see about maybe doing some more. How could I do it? I know. The shame of it, Anne, honestly. Running a tea room, inviting people to accompanying cake, and then buying your cake from Tesco's. I mean, honestly, who'd have thought it? How dare you?
Well, I was going to make some. But...
You did make fruit cake. You did make fruit cake at the weekend.
Yes.
Should we tell them why we're not eating fruit cake?
Please yourself, you're going to anyway.
No, I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them that you'd left it in the oven too long and it was a bit dry. It's still nice, but it's not...
I got carried away with my crossword.
Yeah. Don't you always, though? Get a crossword in front of you, and that's it. To hell with anything else.
Yeah, but you didn't smirk when I won £1,500 over it.
Well, no, that's true. That's true, although I think I did help you with that crossword.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Right, Anne and Jan have got to go because the dogs are shouting for a walk. So, and when Benji wants to go for a walk, that's it. So, thank you for joining us, ladies. Anyway, we'll see what we can come up with for next month, whether it will be the same or whether we'll try something a bit more elaborate. Leslie suggested putting some brandy on it.
I did think of that.
Yeah.
I did think of that.
We could do that, you see.
I mustn't drink alcohol at the minute.
Why not?
Because that letter from the surgery said avoid alcohol.
Wow, you ain't got to eat it though. Mark and I can eat it.
Oh well, thanks a lot. Look at you, Jack. I'm all right.
Heather and I have got some flour, but it went out of date in January last year. Yeah, we could do that, Jane. Yeah, put some custard on a fruit cake. That would be quite nice.
I did say that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did say that.
So we're gonna soak it in brandy and then we're gonna put custard on it. It's gonna be like Christmas pudding. This week has already felt like Christmas, to be honest. Actually, being at home and being especially this week with Mark being here as well and
having a proper Sunday lunch.
Yeah, it's felt like Christmas. I can see why the woman in wherever it was put her Christmas decorations on.
So
was it? Yeah, I nearly said so and then I changed my mind because yeah, it does. It feels like Christmas. It's weird. I haven't even written a list. What are you getting me?
I'm only just getting over your birthday.
Wow.
Then we've got Mark's birthday next.
Yeah, that'll be here before we know it, actually. But anyway, we've nearly waffled on for nearly an hour now. It's 3:15, so we've done quite well because I genuinely thought that we were going to dry up after 10 minutes and nobody would be watching, so we'd just switch it off again and then go and put Tipping Point on or something. But that hasn't happened. So yeah, we've still got... I think some people have left, but we've still got a few watching. So Ursula thinks this is perfect. But then bearing in mind, bless her, she's been shut in for 2 weeks, so I'm guessing any sort of interaction is going to seem interesting.
Who's been shut in for 2 weeks?
Well, Ursula.
Oh, right.
She's had to make do with walking around a garden.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. I think that's what she said yesterday when she was talking to me on Facebook. We're lucky in a way, really, that this has happened in the nearer. Bye, Ursula. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you could put some Christmas lights up, Reg. Get him to practice, ready for October. I think, except from what I've seen on Facebook, several people have been doing it. Several people have been putting Christmas stuff up, or even the stuff that they've had left up from Christmas. They've turned the lights back on again, just to I don't know, cheer people up or whatever it is. But
Chris Saville was on the radio yesterday morning, weren't he?
I don't know, I didn't hear him.
He said it's Chris from the Chatter's Christmas Lights.
Oh yeah, you did tell me. Yeah, bye Ursula.
Bye Ursula. I'll do your blanket.
You won't get it by this time. 2 years.
No.
I don't know, you're quite quick when you get crocheting though, isn't it? If you can stay awake, get the old crocheting hooks out, they'll be... So, yeah, that was...
That'll use some of my wool up.
Those that missed that was Ursula. She'd been admiring the blanket that we've got thrown over the back of the settee. So, it's probably, if you haven't seen it right from the start, there's some probably very weird conversations going across that we keep picking up on that you're probably thinking, what are they talking about? Have they overdosed on cherry cake? Possibly yes is the answer to that, but it does still make sense to us because we've seen it all going on. Anyway, don't know if anybody wants to add any more comments on before we start to draw this to a close. I need to make sure my battery's all right. Yeah, my battery's all right. Let us know what you thought of this little experiment this afternoon. Whether you enjoyed it, whether you think we could have done anything differently or anything better. Let us know in the comments so we can review whether or not we're going to sit here and make planks of ourselves next month as well, because no doubt we'll still be in lockdown next month. And if it does happen again, we'll definitely make sure that we have homemade cakes next time, because I'm not carrying that burden again. That's not a corona cough, by the way. I just got a dry throat from talking too much. Let us know what other content you might like to see on the Facebook page. Obviously, while we're shut, I've been trying to keep it quite active by putting different bits and pieces on there. Started off quite well. I had 3 or 4 good ideas, and then it sort of dried up. So let us know what you want to see content-wise on the page that I can post on there to keep you all entertained and active. Yeah, anything else that you'd like to add in? Anything you'd like to add in?
Not really. Only next time I'll probably be up there.
Up there?
Climbing the walls.
No, you won't.
Oh, I will.
No, you won't.
Spring cleaning.
Di said that she's been fab and she's had a good laugh, but she has to go now. We'll catch up next time. I hope so. Yes, thank you for stopping in and joining us. I hope you were laughing with us and not at us. Although, to be honest, yeah. But thanks for stopping in. We are just going to start winding this up now anyway. So, thank you to everybody for listening to us this afternoon, waffling on. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got something from it. Leslie would quite like to see you up there.
Well, if she joins in next month, she'll probably see me up there.
I could probably get some good photos.
That's all you think about, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Will it make a good photo?
Something to make you smile.
Yeah, I need to do that. I haven't done that yet. Now I've forgotten what I was just saying. Yeah, so we hope that it's been beneficial for you all and that you've enjoyed it. It's been alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wasn't very convincing. And we hope that everyone stays safe and well. Fingers crossed. You're taking notice of the social distancing and the shielding and all that malarkey. And we're trying to be good, but trying to keep this one in has been awful.
I'm not used to it.
I know, but nobody's used to it. But it's for their own.
Some people are.
It's for their own benefit, isn't it? It's for your own benefit. Yeah, some people are naturally self-isolators. They don't go out. They don't do anything. But yeah, it is difficult if that's not what you're like. But
I've been working 7 days a week for 15 years, and now I can't go out even.
I'm quite enjoying the rest, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you're resting.
No, I don't mean like physically, like sitting down watching Tipping Point, resting. I have been busy. I have done stuff.
Have you?
Yeah. I cleaned my car. My car was filthy. I cleaned my car. I've done my bedroom. I did all that bit down the side of the lawn.
All right.
I've washed up no end of times. I didn't realise we had so many plates and cups. I thought we'd had a dinner party the other day. Anyway, now you keep making me forget what I'm saying. So we've nearly been on here an hour waffling on now. So anyway, thank you for watching us, joining us for Company and Cake. We hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll be able to do something again next month, but we'll keep you posted on the page. And yeah, hope everyone stays safe and well. And if anybody needs anything, just ping us a message on Facebook. I'm sure we can sort something out if you're shielding or self-isolating or whatever it is you're doing. Just get in touch. and I can help you out if I can, if I'm able. Failing that, thank you for your comments. It's been good to see you. Yes, I wish we could see it the other way. My spirits are all right. I've got a big bottle of gin upstairs, so thank you, Susan. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's been nice to have your company this afternoon. Hopefully we'll see you all again in May. Ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Wave.
Bye.
Wave.